Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in a fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul so to his conceit that from her working all his visage wanted, tears in his eyes, distraction in his aspect, a broken voice his whole function, suiting with forms to his conceit, and all for nothing, for Hecuba. What's Hecuba to him, or he to Hecuba? That he should weep for her? What would he do, had he the motive or the cue for passion that I have? He would drown the stage with tears, and cleave the general ear with horrid speech, make mad the guilty, and appall the free, confound the ignorant, and amaze, indeed, the very faculties of eyes and ears. Yet I, a dull and muddy mettled rascal, peak like John a dreams, unpregnant of my cause, and can say nothing, no, not for a king, upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Who calls me villain, breaks my pate across, plucks off my beard and blows it in my face, tweaks me by the nose and gives me the lie by the throat, as deep as to the lungs? Who does me this? Swoons, I should take it, for it cannot be, but I am pigeon-livered and lack gall to make oppression bitter, or ere this I should have fatted all the region kites with this slave's awful, bloody body, villain, remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain. Oh, vengeance, why? What an ass am I! This is most brave, that I, the son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall a-cursing like a very drab, a scullion. Fie upon it, foe about my brain! I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul, they have proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players place something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks, I'll tint him to the quick. If he but blench, I know my course. The spirit that I seen, it may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape, yes, and perhaps out of my weakness and melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play is the thing in which I'll catch the conscience of the king.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by sleep to say we end the heartaches and the thousand natural shocks their flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come. When we have shuffled off this mortal coil, let's give us pause. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the man's contumely, the pangs of the spry's love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurs the patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus and take with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread and something after death, the undiscovered country from whose burn travelers returns puzzles the will, and make us rather bear those hills We have them fly to others we know not of. Thus, conscious doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied over with the pale cast and of thought. And enterprises, great pith and moment with this regard, their currents turn away and lose the name of action.
All occasions do inform against me and spur my dull revenge. What is a man if his chief good and market of his time is be but to sleep and feed? A beast no more. Sure, he that made us with such large discourse, looking before and after, gave us not that capability and godlike reason to fasten us unused. Now whether it be some bestial oblivion or some craven scruple of thinking too precisely on the event, a thought which courted hath but one part wisdom and ever 3 parts coward. I do not know why yet I live to say these things to do, sith I have cause and will and strength and means to do it. Examples growth as earth. Exhort me, witness this army of such mass and charge led by a delicate and tender prince, whose spirit with divine ambition puffed to make mouths at the invisible event, exposing what is mortal and unsure to all that misfortune, death, and danger dare, even for an eggshell. Rightly, to be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find coral in a straw when honor's at stake. How sad, then, that have a father killed, a mother stained, excitement of my reason and my blood, and let all sleep. While to my shame I see the imminent death of 20,000 men, and for a fantasy and trick of fame go to their graves like beds. Fight for a plot whereon the number cannot try the cause, which is not tomb enough and continent to hide the slain. Oh, from this time forth, my thoughts be bloody or be nothing wrong.
How should I, your true love, know from another one? From his cockle hand and shaft and his sandal swoon. Say you mock. He is dead and gone, he is dead and gone. At his grass green turf, at his heels a stone. Pray you mock. White and shrouded as a mountain snow, lathered with all sweet flowers, which swept in the ground did not go, with true showers. Well, to God, did you? They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know we are, but no, we may be. God, be at your table. Pray, we have no word to this. For all I ask, what it means, say you this. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day at your overtime. At your maiden's window, I'll be your Valentine. Indeed, without an oath, I'll make an end on. Be with bliss, and by Saint Charity, alack, fie for shame, young men will do it. If they comment, by cock they are to blame. Quoth she, before you tumbled me, you promised me to wed. He answers, so would I done by yonder sun, an oath hadst not come to my bed. I hope all will be well. I must be patient. I cannot choose but weep to think they would play and I lie cold ground. My brother shall know of it. And so I thank you for all your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night. Ladies, good night. Sweet ladies, good night. Good night.
Take a branch with your knives. Take my leg.
One woe death, tread upon another's heel, so fast they follow. Your sister has drowned Laertes. There is a willow grown ascaint the brooks that show his horse leaves in a glassy stream. There, with fantastic garlands did she make of cornflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples. That liberal shepherd give a grosser name, but our cold maids do dead men's fingers call them. There, on the pendant, bows her cornet weeds clambering to hang. An envious silver broke went down her weedy trophies, and herself fell in the weepy brook, her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like. A while they bore her up, which times she chanted snatches of old lauds. As one incapable native endowed unto that element, but long could not be, till that her garments, heavy with her drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. And flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. Why does the drum come hither? Not from his mouth had it the ability of life to thank you. He never gave commandment for their death, but since so jump upon this bloody question. You from the Polack wars, and you from England, are here arrived. Give order that these bodies, high on a stage, be placed to the view, and let me speak to the yet unknowing world, how these things came about. So shall you hear, of carnal, bloody, and unknown tracks, of accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of death put on by cunning and forced cause. And in this upshot, purposes mistook, falling on the inventors' heads, all this can I truly deliver.